Hello everyone, my name's Samita. Today's tutorial will be the very first one on C++. So what is C++? C++ is a computer programming language. It's basically about how you make computer programs and computer games. So if you're interested in making these, you're in the right place. Now, before we start, we will first need to download and install a few programs. And the good news is that all of these programs are free to download. So, before installing them, I'll just tell you what the programs are and what they do. The first program is called an IDE, which means Integrated Development Environment. An IDE basically allows us to write codes and run them. We will also need a compiler. A compiler is a program which translates the code from programming language to something the computer can understand. So we'll be typing code and it will be easy for us to read and understand. However, in order to translate these codes to ones and zeros so that the computer can understand, we need that compiler. Many people tend to download the IDE and then the compiler separately. I will show you a program which allows you to download and install both programs at the same time. So first of all, open Google and type in CodeBlocks and then press enter. So the first link which pops up will probably be codeblocks.org. So click on that link. This is a program which you'll be downloading. So find the download link and click on that. There are three options here. Download the binary release, download the source code, or retrieve source code from SVN. We need to download the binary release, as it's the easiest way to download the CodeBlocks program. So click on download binary release. It gives us a number of options. You will need to select one of these options depending on which platform you're running, whether it be Windows or Linux. They also have a Mac version. So most of us will be running this on a Windows system, so we will click on the option for Windows. Now we have two choices. CodeBlocks 10.05 setup or CodeBlocks 10.05 MINGW setup. We want to download the second one, the one that says MINGW. The first one is the IDE and the second one is the MINGW, which also means the compiler. So when we download these, it will give us the IDE where we write the code, and it will also give us the compiler. Remember, the compiler is the program which enables the computer to understand what we are doing. So you can download it from Barely OS or SourceForge. Click this link from sourceforge.net and save it. Whenever you save and open this file, a wizard usually pops up. You'll just have to keep clicking next a few times, and then you will have CodeBlocks installed. Once you've installed this, you have a program called CodeBlocks. You may have it in all programs or under CodeBlocks. However, you can right-click and save it as an icon on your desktop. Once installed, just double-click it and we'll run a simple program just to make sure it's working properly. Okay, we want to create a new project. So go up to the File menu and find New Project and click on it. This will give you a list of various new projects you may want to create. We want to select Console Application. So this is the project we would use most of the time. This means a basic program for the computer. So just select and click Go and make sure you're working in C++. C is a totally different language which we do not want. So select C++ and then click Next. Then you need to give your project a name. Any name you want, ideally something that is easy to remember. Then save it wherever you want to save it. So name and save your project and make sure you are using the GNU GCC compiler. Right, everything should be set up by default. So as long as you didn't click anything accidentally, it should all be fine and you can click Finish. You see that nothing pops up by default. So how do we see what we just created? If you click the small plus sign next to sources, it shows you that all the files have been automatically created. So double click on this main CPP and it will bring up the file that was created automatically. So this is the core basics of a very simple C++ program. It may not make much sense at the moment, but it's actually a very simple computer program, and all it does is types out "Hello World" on the screen. We need to now make sure that your computer is set up and that you've installed and downloaded everything properly, and so that everything is running smoothly. So you'll have to click on the Build and Run icon on your computer. This has a little gear and green triangle on it. So click on that. Some boxes may flash up, but one particular box should come up which says "Hello World." And this is what this program is, a box that prints "Hello World" on your screen. So when you build and run this and you get "Hello World" on your screen, it means that you have set up, downloaded and installed your project successfully, and you can begin. So well done on your first C++ tutorial, and thank you very much.